What's the most unbelievable wait, you don't get this moment you've had with another adult? 1. When I was a teenager, my mom was convinced I was doing drugs. I needed to wee, and even though I was only in the bathroom for like 30 seconds, I came out and she was like, aha. Got you. She said she knew I was doing drugs in the bathroom because I was on my period and didn't have time to change my tampon while I was in there. I told her I hadn't changed my tampon because it had only been in for like an hour. Then she asked how I had peed without changing my tampon. That's how I learned my mom didn't know that the urethra was separate from the vagina. I told her I just moved the string out the way. She was adamant that it's impossible to pee with a tampon in because then the pee wouldn't come out. She was about 50 years old at that time. She still didn't believe they were different holes. I had to go onto the computer and pull up a diagram, and she still refused to believe it, stating I think I would know if I had two different holes. Anyway, a few years later when I did start doing drugs, she had no idea. 2. A person that didn't want to get solar panels because they were worried if too many people had them it would use up all the sun. 3. I had to explain to my coworker M33 that the sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. After I told them that they set every day. 4. I just had to explain credit cards to my 73-year-old mother. She didn't know that by paying only the minimum balance, she was racking up interest charges. She also didn't know that you could pay a credit card balance in full each month. Like she didn't know that was allowed. It certainly explains a lot of my upbringing. 5. The amount of people that don't understand how a graduated tax system works hurts my brain. No, your entire salary doesn't get taxed at a higher rate because you went just over the limit into a higher tax bracket. 6. I've had so many conversations with adults who do not understand how government benefits work or even how their own Medicaid works. I've talked to a few that didn't even know they were on Medicaid. They never questioned why they never paid for doctor visits or medication while also not paying anything for health insurance. I've seen someone ask for $10,000 in rental assistance, thinking their local human services office can just hand over $10,000 to everyone who asks. They also deny they are in the same position as people they loudly complain are freeloaders taking advantage of a system. So it's alright that you get food stamps, daycare assistance, Medicaid, Section 8, and gas vouchers, but God forbid someone you decide you don't like gets half that.